Hi, how are you today? Very good afternoon to you. My name is Darren Chow and I'm the English tutor at EnglishTuition.org. In today's video, I want to talk about the topic of pretension. As we already know, many students will go to great lengths to avoid being scolded or to avoid a tekan session by their teachers and by their parents. And pretending to put in effort is one way to achieve that. So I think as parents and tutors, it is important that we recognize that a child is pretending to be hardworking, because ultimately, if he's pretending and he's not putting in his heart and soul to understand the topics or the concepts that are being taught to him, the results will be very revealing, right? At the end of the day, once we get back the results, then we know how come my child is working so hard, right? But then this is the result that he or she has gotten. That comes as a direct result of pretending to be hardworking in order to avoid being scolded. And I can typically tell, okay, when a student is pretending to put in the effort, because sometimes when I chase students for homework and I ask, why is this editing exercise not done? Why is that not done? And because they want to avoid the nagging, right? They do come back and with the work completed. And when I read through the work, I can see, right, the checks are not being done properly. For some reason, they are being distracted. Work could be done halfway. Then maybe they're distracted by the TV or by their mobile phones, and then they leave the work, and then they come back, and then they forgot to fill in some of the blanks. So stuff like that, right? I have one student who went, way out of his way, right, to pretend that he's putting in the effort, to do the working, right? Because when I was reviewing his exam papers, if I am to take his paper and show it to you now, okay, it will be a very colorful piece of paper, because he has got like highlights here and there, underline here and there, and use different colors, and then you have arrows pointing to all the empty spaces where he writes notes that are not even necessary to be there. And I never teach him to do that. So why did he do it? Right? And because he spent so much time on the working, right, he did not have enough time to complete his exam papers. Okay, so this is, I think, one extreme example of how a student is willing to go to great lengths to pretend that he has really put in the effort. Because when I look at some of the notes that he has written, okay, obviously, okay, the working is not relevant to the answers that he has written in the exam papers, and nobody has taught him to do that, right? So he just find some reason, okay, for some unknown reason, okay, that maybe he just want to show that he has done his part, okay, and he did all the highlighting and wrote all the notes by the sides and so on and so forth. So I told him that all that is not necessary. So the root of the problem is that there's no need to pretend, right? If you want to do an exercise properly, then you do an exercise properly, right? You just do what is required of you. Read the instructions, and if you're working on a summary exercise and you are required to identify 8 points, at least 8 points, right? Then that's all you need to do, right? So what I want to see is the underlining, right, of the 8 points. Then if you want to go the extra mile and you number them, at least I know that sort of effort is relevant to the answers. You are working to present a higher quality answers to the examiner, right? Not, anything excessive, right? Like drawing arrows here and there, or make the whole piece of paper look so colorful, right? So this is the type of behavior that we need to be mindful of, and I really do think that teachers and tutors need to learn to recognize these signs. Students, in their attempt to appear hardworking, okay, they can do all sorts of amusing things. Alright, and yeah, that's all I have to say in this video. If you like the video, thumbs up, dislike, thumbs down. If you want to participate in future discussions, just like something that you have seen in this video, just subscribe to my channel or go to the Facebook page and follow our pages, and I'll leave the link in the description below. Have a nice day. Bye.